Okay, so I'm recording. Okay, so welcome everyone. Today is 6th of September 2023. My name is Adam Rosman. I will be your host today. And please note that the meeting is recorded. And as usual, we would start with the introductions. But I see that there are no new participants, so we can continue with the reminders. As usual, you can read and click the regular reminders, the help wanted, the adopters list, and so on. If you feel that your project would benefit from adding itself as an adopter, then please do so. You can just create a PR and add your projects to the adopters list, and it would help us a lot. Yeah, and feel free to check the flake tracker if you have the permissions. I think this week was quite flaky, but I haven't heard about new issues in the flake tracker. Okay, and some new reminders. One is coming into the docs. I believe this will be the proposal. Yes, so we have a proposal for the non-bootable ISO for the BMH. And I haven't checked this yet. I think Himanshu, you are here. Would you like to talk about this, or have you talked about this last week? I wasn't present.
I think you're having mic issues. We cannot hear you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, I had shared this last week, but we didn't have much attendance, so we didn't have any, couldn't have any discussion over this one. And I sent out an email yesterday as well regarding this to folks in the community to take a look. So basically, what the proposal here is to be able to add a non-bootable ISO to a bare metal host which has been provisioned. And as mentioned in the proposal, there could be variety of use cases, maybe a config data disk for post-provisioning configuration, or maybe some troubleshooting tools, etc. So it requires a bit of support from the Ironic side as well to expose the necessary API. But as I understand, uh, it doesn't require like a complete new implementation, but just to kind of expose the existing, like the functionality is there, but just need to expose it properly. So other than that, on the bare metal operator side, adding a new field seems like a good option to add this functionality under the spec. And like, as I propose, like a data image field, and which contains a URL, a username, password for the image, and TLS, basically secure flags. So I was wondering, like, for more, like, I'm looking into the implementation details, so probably we'll add some more design details soon. But like the general idea is basically here. So if the folks can take a look, it would be really helpful.
Yeah, makes sense. I'm no authority on BMO. The feature sounds fine, legitimate. But as there is no support for this right away, so you need to do some changes in Ironic, as I understand. This
Yes.
might
Yeah.
be
So they. Yeah. Please go ahead.
yeah. So this might be a VIP for the moment here in the Metal3 blocks. I'm just thinking because until there is no backing of this in the ironic, like I'm not sure that we can accept a merge a proposal that proposes something that has no backend. You see my problem?
Makes
Like
sense.
it's
Makes
fine.
sense. Right, right. Yeah. So basically, the proposal on Ironic side has already been accepted, and people like folks have started working on it. But yeah, I get your point. So basically, I mean, like implementation wise, I mean, it. I mean, like I will start looking into the details. But yeah, again, like we can discuss it more and see like once the Ironic implementation is done, and then we can maybe so we can have a bit more discussion around this, but at this point, like at least like looking at just the proposal itself, and if folks have any feedback on that, like that can be helpful. But
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, yeah.
yeah, thanks. That sounds good. I think that's a very valid use case. Even maybe for us downstream, who knows? But yeah, that's great. Thanks. And please, anyone who is interested, even if you are not a approver reviewer in the BMO, just check it, comment on it, ask questions. Let's start the discussion. Okay, is there any comment? Yep, go on.
No, that's all. Yeah, thanks.
Yep.
I have also linked in the Ironic proposal link, like if folks want to take a look, like under here, which has been like the second link. Yeah.
Yep, great, nice. Do you have active changes in OpenDevGrid related to this?
Not yet. I don't think so, but pretty soon, I guess. I mean, from the proposal, as you can see, like it requires to, like the plan is to expose the API, and they plan to reuse uh, the existing functionality for the image, basically. So, but yeah, so far, like don't have any. But yeah, as soon as we have something from Ironic side, like definitely will update.
Okay, sounds great. Sounds great. Thanks. Okay. Next topic. If there are no other comments from anyone else, there is another review request. That's the command line flex for BMO, and it is So enable concurrency in BMO controllers through command line flags. This is something that Kashif made quite some time ago. And this is an actual change, I believe. Medium-sized change, yeah. Well, I think there are no one in today's meeting who would have insight into this. But if any of you who have are watching it later, please continue the review process for this PR, because it's been here for quite a long time now. Okay, we can progress to the working groups. There are no working group members present today, so we can skip the scalability. It will pick up soon again a bit, I believe, at least for us internally, but let's see if there will be more discussion about this in the open source. And then there are the discussion topics, and I have one. Kashif asked me, and I actually reviewed this proposal. This is again about BMO, but this is the proposal on how to decouple the CAPM3 tests from BMO because we are planning to implement its own indigenous tests for BMO. So BMO would have its own E2E tests. In order to merge a PR, you will not need to run the whole CAPM3 integration and feature tests and everything together because it takes quite a lot of time. But you can just test BMO with Ironic, or would be able to test BMO together with Ironic in the CI. So it's a more how to say optimized way of doing testing for BMO, and it would be like same way, fully full feature testing like we have for the or full integration testing like we have for the whole stack. Yeah, and I just have had some minor comments, and I also linked the BMO API stabilization PR here, and in turn I linked this in that PR also. So just to have everyone on the same page that there is a API stabilization going on, and there is also preparations for branching and separate test development. So already 3 things, 2 PRs. So we have to get through these things as fast as possible, because versioning, well-defined versioning scheme, both for API and both for the release processes, is required for the project to go into incubation. So these are actually very important PRs, both Dimitri's API PR and both Kashif's E2E PR. So please take a look and share your opinion. Is there any comments, questions related to this CI decoupling? This also contains like the branching out proposal, not just testing. Or actually it builds on the top of the agreement that we branch out. Okay, if there's nothing, then I think that was the decoupling. Yeah, and there is is it review request or a draft from
Yeah,
Sunat?
it's from me. Yeah. So I opened this actually with the changes in metals, like ironic image directory that Dimitri opened for the debugging database log issue. Here, as you can see, that I'm like heavily testing it to reproduce it. So I was able to once reproduce it with the changes of Dimitri, if you can see. So I just wanted to bring this community meeting to let them know if the person who is working on the ironic side, they can take a look to the logs which has been collected on that PR. So
Okay, so if I understand correctly,
this is similar to this one, but yeah, I opened I thought like it's better to test it like in more places and bit heavily. So yeah.
yeah, so we have a chain of the debugging. So we have the one issue that's in the flake tracker where folks were tracking the database logging, and then Dimitri made one change to have with the debugging, and then you start the testing it heavily with the CI, so folks can look at your logs. Okay.
Yeah, here if you go a little bit up, so this one down, so I give the Jenkins log there where this one, so yeah, it is like building ironic locally with like with Dimitri's patch, and I'm running there like several tests, as you can see. So I'll try to continue that, try to have more cases of reproduction, and then just letting them know, because also like today we are seeing a lot of at least I said like around 10 times that ironic database log issue occurred on our CI. So yeah.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, sounds great. I mean, the fact that you are debugging, not the bug itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Is there any comments to this? Yeah, if not, then thanks, Sunat. That's good work. Let's hope that it will produce a result. And then there is a change link from Himanshu, and I assume that you are also sharing this related to the database problem.
Yes, so as you can see, this has been merged, and as I understand, like the issue still hasn't been completely resolved, but there was some change, I think. So if so, I just wanted to share this like last week the discussion, like if we have any patches or anything that had been kind of.
Yep. Yeah, that's great. It's good to know that what is happening in the Iron community. That's important. Thanks. Yeah. Okay, I'm just reading it and trying to orient myself. Okay, yeah, I will share this Sunat's test runs with the Ironic community. Maybe they didn't hear about that, so I will share that with them.
Yeah, thank you, Adam.
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks. I will also share it with internally, like if anyone else wants to take a look as well.
Yeah, great. Thanks. Okay, so there is a lot of work going on for the database looking issue. Then let's see, is there anything else? No, that was the last one. Is there any comment, question, request, anything you would like to add? This was a relatively quick meeting so far. Yep, if nothing, then thank you for your time, and let's meet next week. Next week we will have triaging, and let's see how that goes. And until then, have a nice week and the rest of the day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.